welcome back. It is almost spring, so I want to try a little DIY project that I haven't done before. It's going to be a really pretty spring wreath for the front door, which seems like a very adulting thing to do, to have a wreath on your front door. So I'm excited to try it. I hope you guys like it. And yeah, let's get started.
I'll link everything I use below in case you want to recreate it. But this is just dried grape leaves or grapevines. But it's nice. It was like $4. I'm going to be attaching everything with my E6000, which I recently started using, and I love this stuff. This stuff is awesome if you haven't tried it out. I think everyone in the world has tried it out, and I was the last one. But if you haven't, you should use this. A wreath hook just to hang it over the door, which is actually my roommate's that I'm stealing for this project, and I will inform her of that later. Some moss that I'm going to be gluing on to the wreath. I think that'll be pretty. I'm going for kind of a winter meets spring look, so I want it to be like kind of bare with things starting to grow and starting to bloom. That's kind of what I think of when I think of spring. So I'm going to be gluing that on. This is just dried moss that you get from the craft store. And then I chose some flowers that I thought were pretty. I got some, could be Wisteria, and then pretty sure those are lilies. So I'm going to glue all of this onto this, and it's going to be great.
Okay, so first of all, I want to kind of space out where everything's going. I want my wreath to hang like this, kind of lengthwise and then shorter vertically. What I'm thinking is the flowers here, the wisteria kind of hanging down, I don't know if you can see that, a bit like that, and then some pretty moss just like in and around. Yeah, that'd be nice. So we're gonna do that. So basically you just take out your moss. It's dried, so you really don't need to do anything to it or treat it or anything. I think it's dyed this bright green too. I don't think this comes from nature, not once it's dried down. Take your E6000 glue, and we are just going to put some, yeah, I want that side to show. Just put little like dollops of it. It's kind of really sticky if you haven't worked with it before, so just think like the texture of half-dried hot glue. That's about the texture that it is. And I'm just going to kind of plop those on wherever I want. I'm being generous with the glue. I don't know if you can see that. The glue application, because this isn't a flat surface, so it needs to kind of like get in there and cling to anything that it can. So just going to put the glue on like that. And pick a branch that's sticking up and make sure that the glue connects with it. This moss does break apart pretty easily, so that's something to kind of think about. When you're gluing, you want to like put on a big glob, and kind of like push the moss together as much as you're putting glue on it to stick to the branches, because if you glue one piece and it starts falling off all over the place, that's not going to help you anyway. So we're going to do some right there as well. And this stuff takes probably about 24 hours to dry, but there's also no weight on it, so I'm not really concerned with things falling off. Moss really doesn't weigh that much. So I'm going to move the flowers off because they're going to get glue on them. Just keep putting moss on there wherever you want it. Just make a pretty kind of assortment.
Be silent because there's not a whole lot more for me to say about gluing moss onto branches with glue. It's kind of self-explanatory. I might speed this part of the video up. So we do that, and then I want it there. Get a firm press down. A little thing to come through, that's nice. And then I think at the bottom too, let's see, how do I want that? I want that to come down a little bit more.
And put a little bit down at the bottom. I think the wisteria is probably going to come down here. So I want it to kind of look like spring is taking over winter. That's the idea that I'm going for. So I want like the green to be coming out of the flowers and kind of growing over and taking over the bare branches of winter. I think that would be pretty. That would look nice. So that is what I'm going for. And these tiny little guys are good for down here because I just want like a little hint of that was not enough. Pull the stragglers away. If you have like nail polish on, I don't, but if you do, the stuff is gonna get all over it, so maybe take that into consideration. For better or worse, I mean, it might not deter you. I don't think it should deter you, but if it does, just, you know, maybe don't do it right before a date or something. Good amount of glue on there. This, by the way, is way more glue than you will ever need of this. This stuff is so strong, but I already put it on there, so I'm going to put it on there. And we're just going to make sure that it's nice and festive and covered with moss. I have a big bag of moss, so I might as well use it.
This stuff also was from Michael's. This was a little bit pricey. I think it was like $7, and it's moss. Like it's, yeah. Anyway, that was probably the priciest of the items, was dried moss, and you can probably find it much cheaper places. I don't know if you'll get this pretty green color that came for $7, so, you know, if you've got a hookup for cheap moss, go with that. Otherwise, go with this.
Okay, I think we're ready to start putting on the flowers. Oh, I have a big glob of glue on top, so I'm just going to use that. I'm just going to wipe it off, and sure, why not? We'll stick it here, and then we're going to clean off this. Moss is a very good cleaner, I think. Just going to wipe the extra glue on there, secure it down. There we go. Okay. Hey guys, so I changed the camera angle just because only having my arms in it was weird, and I also couldn't tell what the camera could see. I started cutting these flowers off with scissors and discovered, ooh, a little wire in there that breaks really easily, but we're not going to do that. I went and got my multi-purpose tool. It's just a Gerber. These are really handy. We're going to clip off just kind of at the base down here. Clip. So much easier than scissors. Clip. Clip. Clip and clip. So now I have a bunch of lovely lilies, a little bouquet, that are much easier to deal with because they don't have the thick thing on the bottom. I'm going to do the same with this bunch. See if we can get them all in one click. Oh, almost. That one, okay, all but one. That's not bad. So we're gonna click that one. Okay, so now we have our wreath that actually kind of already looks cute. And then we're just going to kind of see if I'm talented enough to do this. Probably not. We're just gonna stick these in. I think the leaves actually are going to be bothersome. So I'm gonna take the leaves out. I'm gonna push these leaves, the top leaves, up towards the flower. Maybe I'll push the bottom ones up too. Okay, new plan. We're not taking the leaves off. We are just pushing them up towards the flower. If I can get it back on there. Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna make it so it's one way this way and one way this way, if that makes sense. I don't know if you can tell. So the leaves are kind of cross-hatched, so you can see them with the flower. So we're gonna go up and turn and up. Up. Ooh! Okay, don't do that. These flowers are fragile. There. There. It might be a good idea to glue the flowers to the base. We'll see if them popping off becomes a routine thing. If it does, I might just pop a little dollop of glue onto them. Just push the leaves up and arrange them so they're pretty. Okay. Ooh, dang it. Ah! Okay. Hold up. Fix it. Okay. Up and up. This is a really boring part, you guys. It's just arranging the flower leaves, so I might speed this up in the video. If I can figure out how to do that. I don't actually know how to edit videos. If you guys want to like tell me how in the comments, that would be great. But if the editing's a little weird for a while, that's why, because I don't actually know what I'm doing. But I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out. No promises. I'm not real great with technology, but I'm gonna try for you. Okay. This was the last one though, so it's okay. We're done after this. All right, so now we have our bendy wire. I've decided that this is gonna be the top. I want it kind of shooting around. So I'm just gonna stick these in because I did get a vine-based wreath. There's nothing solid in there. They're just held together by the twisted vine. It's really easy to push this wire in and I think bend it, hopefully bend it. Yeah, to bend it is easy. And it's not even sticking out the back side, which is great. So that's exactly what I want. I'm really glad that worked out. We're just gonna kind of wind it through the vines. If it does stick out in the back, you can kind of just thread it back in like that. I want these to go forward a bit more, so I'm gonna bend them down a bit. Something pretty, so it stuck out like that. You can just bend it and back in there. It really doesn't have a choice. Bend that forward. Oh yeah, that looks great. Okay, good. That'd be awkward if it didn't, right? I mean, I wouldn't post the video. Just like my very first craft video was a fail. I'd just be like, not gonna be the first. But there we go. We'll just bend these down as we go and create a lovely little pattern with these. Bend. I think the bending's important because otherwise they're all gonna look like this, which isn't bad, but like I want them to face forward a little bit, but not like too far forward because then it's really obviously fake. I mean, it's gonna be on my front door for a couple months. Like people are gonna know they're not real flowers, but I don't want them like, I want them to at least kind of look real. So just kind of a slant upwards rather than a like, because flowers don't do that. I'm just kind of taking it down. I don't know if I actually want it that far down. What do you think? That might be a little far down. I'm gonna take that out and put that up here. Twist that forward because I want my wisteria to kind of hang down here. So that's next. So I actually have four flowers left. I might stick those in later, but right now I think this looks pretty good. Actually, it's a little naked up top. We'll cover the bald spot a little bit with some flowers, a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so remove my moss, remove my lilies, my blue. We got this thing. Isn't it pretty? It's really pretty. I really like it a lot, and I love the way it moves. It's very floppy, which is kind of cool. You just want to be like, or maybe that's just me. So what I'm gonna do, I think the idea is to have it kind of hang down, but in a pretty way. So we're gonna kind of adjust it, and I know this is way too thick, so I'm just going to snip these, and then I can snip them down further if I need to later. So right now I'm just giving myself as long of a stick as I can before it gets really, really thick and plastic and tough to cut, and that way I can trim them down later if I want, because you can't put the stick back on it. So if you cut too short initially, you're kind of in hot water. These are, okay, there's a lot of, there are a lot of little wires in here, so just kind of bend them and break them. That's fine. And then we will figure out how to, sorry, I need to look at it without the camera for a second to figure out what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, totally doing that, okay. So I actually don't even need all of this because it's too thick. Just kind of, okay, and then, okay, so we're gonna try again. Try two. Just rip off all the little vines because the whole thing's made out of vines, so I don't need little plastic vines in there to make it look good. Cut the wire. Bend. This is why these things are great, because you can bend the wire. Like there's a little sharp sticking out there now. I don't know if you can see that, but you can literally just bend it back in so that you don't kill yourself, which is very nice. So we're just going to stick this in here and bend it down along the vines. But I want it to lean in, so I'm making a big effort to make sure that they tilt that way, the flowers do, so that it goes in the shape that I want. And I'm really just kind of pulling them down far because that's up higher a little bit than I wanted. And then I'm going to go in with my other little ones that I cut off, shake off the debris, and bring them down lower so that I have kind of that waterfall effect is what I'm looking at. If you guys are familiar with that. Anybody who's really seen a wedding bouquet, like you know how you have the flowers and then like the stuff coming down, that's what I'm going for, is like the dripping waterfall of flowers. So I think I'm getting there. I think it's pretty right now. So I'm going to go in with another one and stick it, just stick it there. It's kind of wherever you think will look good. It's your wreath, you can do whatever you want. And then the little stragglers that come out the back, you just bend them in. That's just going to help secure it in place, so it's really not a bad thing to kind of just stick them back in there. Wow, it is raining dead leaves on me. I don't know if you can see that. If not, that's good. So it's pretty. And we'll go on with the last little guy. This is like a little offshoot, and there's a little bald wisteria patch right here. So we're going to stick that there. And then I do have a couple lilies, so I'm just going to kind of stick those in wherever it looks a little sparse. And then I'm also going to do one on this side because this is coming more to the side than I want, and I want to really bring it more to the front, so this is going to act as a barrier and push it to the front. That's what I want. And then down here where I don't have the moss, it's not white or green, it's still the branches, so I'm going to stick some lilies down there just because I want it to be that like explosion of spring eating winter away. That's what I'm going for. That's the look. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Good. I'm glad it's turning out well because this is going on my door either way. So if it was ugly, that wouldn't be good. And then one up at the top because why not? Gotta use all your supplies. All right, guys, what do you think? I think it looks really good. I don't know if it's too white if you can't see it. Let me close the shades real quick and I'll come back and show you. So I changed kind of the lighting a little bit so you can see, but I think it's pretty. What do you guys think? So that's gonna go on the front door, and I'll be back in a second with pictures of that. That's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. It's exactly what I was going for, and I really would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and share those. That would be great. If you like the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and I would love to see you again. So if you want to hit that subscribe button to see more fun DIYs, tutorials, things of that nature, I would love to see you again. I'm going to link everything you need to make this down in the description box along with my socials, and I hope to see you soon.